Good morning everybody and welcome back to Visit Fylde Coast. You might be wondering why I'm stood at another junction looking at what looks like a pair of rugby goals seemingly in the middle of nowhere. Well, this morning I'm at Anchorsholme. I'm on the promenade, well not quite. Princess Way is this road here, this one that you can see heading off that way. So in that direction is Blackpool, and you can just see the white, No-Break Hotel, couldn't remember its name then, in the distance. This is the old headland, and underneath there's actually a storage tank for wastewater, and those two goalposts are actually vent pipes for the sewage system. So in that direction lies the great metropolis of Cleveleys, and we are going to go this way this morning, and we are going to go and explore the little shopping area of Anchorsholme, because the Fylde Coast it's a little quaint in that it still retains a lot of the old sorry, somebody that I know it still retains a lot of the old shopping areas that used to dot local landscapes. I stopped here because we're kind of at the top of the rise and you can see the view better. So if I zoom in, on your right hand side is the sea wall, and where that guy is with the high vis vest on, whatever he's doing, has disappeared out of sight, is the stepped sea defences going down onto the beach. You can see the No-Break, I've forgotten its name again, and I'm just looking for Blackpool Tower, but I think it must be obscured from view where we are here. So that's Princess Way, and this is Anchorsholme Park. So this brand new clad building in front of us is one of the assets that United Utilities has just built in order to manage our wastewater and sewage, because underneath this coast runs a huge sewage pipe, which I've mentioned before. I'll just show you this while I'm stood here. This might look like a hump in the road, and you may wonder why there is a hump in the road, but all these various sort of, speed bumps are actually part of the sea defences, and they stop any overtopping and floodwater from coming down onto the low-lying inland areas and flooding the local residents. So this work at Anchorsholme Park has been completed this summer, and in actual fact we were at the opening event in, I think it was July, and there is a video of opening day when we were still wearing face masks and still having trouble, but the rates of virus were a lot lower than they are now in January 2021. So the building that you can see in the distance, let's just get past all these multiplicity of fences. The building that you can see in the distance, the big one, that one, is the cafe, the one in centre shot, that one. And this one at this side with the brown cladding on, that is the bowling club and some maintenance buildings. And there's a big, you can just see there's a big playground at the back of the cafe, and the park itself is really lovely. We shall be coming back and having a look at that on a proper day when it's nice weather. We don't do park videos in January in the rain. it's just not cricket. So this is one of the gateways. You can access it anywhere along the seafront, and there is another gateway from the main road at our right here. So we are going to walk down Anchorsholme Lane East. So currently we're on Anchorsholme Lane West, because obviously that's the one next to the sea west. So we're going to take a walk down Anchorsholme Lane East and just take a look at the little shops, simply because it's an area that I've been intending to visit for some time, and obviously we are in lockdown, so I am coming out and doing my work in a COVID safe manner and being thoughtful about where I go and what I do. So I thought it was a good one to do this morning while it's cold and grey and there's not going to be many people about. Look at all the starlings on the wire in front of us. I don't know whether you can see them. There's dozens of them. Little black dots on that wire. On the tram line, aren't they? Did I read somewhere that the reason that they don't get electrocuted is because they don't touch two wires at the same time? So while they're just sat on one, they don't go boof. I think that's why, isn't it? Anyway, just going back to where we've just come from. At the left-hand side, in the Cleveleys direction, did you know that there used to be a huge hotel there once called Cleveleys Hydro? Now, Cleveleys Hydro is much discussed on social media and Facebook, and it's a very well-known historical landmark. It's one that we haven't actually covered yet on our Visit Cleveleys website, but in the fullness of time we will be doing, and we will be covering that in a proper article, because that's quite interesting as well. So here we are at the Esso petrol station, because it says Esso on the wall, and in that direction you will go up Queen's Promenade to Blackpool. So we're going to cross here, because obviously this is one way. The tramway, Blackpool Fleetwood tramway, is in between. Just listen to these, don't they sound lovely? Aww. So that way is Cleveleys and Fleetwood, and that way is Blackpool. So this is a quite busy spot, and I was just looking for the tram stop, and the tram stops are there in front of you, so you can get off there and go to the park or the seafront or wherever it is that you fancy. So let's just dash across here before these traffic lights change. So Cleveleys Pharmacy, straight in front of us, have actually opened a new super duper place, which is just round the side of Andrew Curran's. It's just round that corner there. So they've expanded into a new bigger facility, and down here there are all kinds of different shops and takeaways and hairdressers and all that kind of thing. Electric bike shop. Now then, I might have a look in there on my way back. Well, a look in the window. I'm not going in. I'm going in no shops. I'm keeping away from everybody. And on the right hand side down here we go, is an alterations and clothing shop. Now this guy shortened some curtains for me a few months ago, and you know, he did a beautiful job. He's a very good at what he does. So all this stuff in the shop window is all what he's made or done. Cushion covers, quilting. In fact, he was starting a quilt when I went in one day. Bits and bobs of William Morris fabric. So if you want anything altering, in fact there's his phone number there, look. 07751 754 104. And under normal circumstances they sell decorating stuff, and one thing and another. You can learn how to dance with Sylvia Conway. She does classes for geriatric, out of condition, middle-aged folk. Aquatic shop. This is just a short walk because it's not a very big shopping centre, but the point is that there are all these little spaces all over the Fylde Coast. Now look at the sign above that shop. That's a proper old-fashioned original job. That it's a bit like shops I remember from my childhood. It's like Grace Brothers. Oh, what a fascinating shop. Look at the shop counter. Wow. Oh, I'd love to go in there. I think I might have to pay that one a visit when all this is done. Anyway, Anchorsholme is also a very lucky place. This is one of those shops where you can take parcels back as well. I've been in there several times. It's a very lucky place because it's got 2 very good and very active ward councillors, and they do all kinds of things to look after their town centre. And in fact, I'm going to stop at these little trees because these little trees have recently been planted by Councillor Paul Galley and Councillor Tony Williams out of their ward budget, and they were put in to brighten up the town centre. This is a lovely shop as well, Willow's Florists. We'll take a look in her window. So they're the ones who are the masterminds at the back of Anchorsholme Park and East Pines Park and all that kind of stuff. And they do all kinds of different things. And obviously they're only tiny at the moment, but trees grow. And when they get really big, it will completely transform the look of this little shopping stretch. Now I've stopped here because that is Taylor's. Now I'm going to have to go across the road and show you through the window of Taylor's. If you've never been to Taylor's, you've never lived. Taylor's does absolutely beautiful food. And I think when I finish this, I need to go in and tell her who I am, because she's going to be wondering who the mad woman is peeking through the window. Just look at that. Oh my word. One of everything, please. Their food is absolutely beautiful. They do hot pots and all kinds of different things. I've imbibed far too many times from there. So that's pretty much the end of the shops. I'm just going to walk up to this next left for the simple reason that that will orientate you to kind of where we are. Because it's a bit of a maze, this little bit of Cleveleys. And it's sort of, you know, one of them places that if you carry on driving, you just end up back where you started. So the next left is St George's Avenue. And if you turn left here and carry straight on to the end, it takes you out at Victoria Road West, on that corner opposite Subway and the bike shop. And if you carry straight on here, it brings you out at North Drive, which is another main road. All roads lead to Rome. Is that not true? So this is St George's Avenue. I always miss this one. I always think this is a cul-de-sac and then try to go down the next one. So that's the church. And then right at the end of there is Victoria Road West. So, strangely enough, we've walked in an anti-degree line from the seafront, and you would never know that the sea's at the end of that road when you get this far inland. So that's your little whistle-stop tour of Anchorsholme and Anchorsholme Lane East and the shops and what there is to see down here. So if you've enjoyed this video, give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe to Visit Fylde Coast, to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to tell all your friends. You take care now and stay safe, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.